Welcome back to the Channeled Wisdom Circle. Today, we are speaking about giving yourself reverence. So, the first point that I want to hit on this is that a lot of times we'll give reverence to all these things outside of ourselves, giving reverence to the ancestors, giving reverence to different deities, all these different things, and forget to pour that same energy, that same love and appreciation into yourself. We say all the time here at Mystic Temple, you are God. So being able to see that divinity within and also honor it, honoring yourself with your devotion to actively bringing your attention to that divinity that you possess, to making sure that the actions that you're taking are in alignment with the expression of that divinity and the nurturing of that divinity. So, a phrase that came through when I was channeling a moment before this is your vessel, which is your mind, body, and energy system. Your vessel is the altar. Your life is the ritual. I want you to just think about that for a moment. Your vessel is the altar. Your life is the ritual. With just that phrase alone, what does that spark in you? What does that inspire within you? If your vessel is the altar, the same way you would sit out a favorite dish for an ancestor, is the same way you should be giving your body nutrients with that same honor, wrapped in that energy and that care that you are offering, giving those offerings to yourself with every meal that you prepare, every meal that you consume, wrapping it in the energy of appreciation, gratitude, love. Without the vessel, the mind, body, and energy system, you cannot experience this reality. So the opportunities for you to grow, evolve, and make an impact, the vessel is the vehicle that you do that through. This message today is bringing that to your conscious awareness and activating that remembrance within you that you are worthy of reverence. This human experience is it's not for the faint of heart. Okay, there is a lot of intricacies, the duality, um, the different polarities, everything that is experienced here is unique to this experience. And your soul came here for a reason, came here with the intention of growth and impact. And you deserve to pour into yourself from that alone. Think about what your life experience has been so far, the highs and the lows, the good moments, the bad moments, the tumultuous and the moments that are breathtaking and awe-inspiring. All of that. You came here with the knowing of what the major arc of your life was going to be, what the goals were going to be. But knowing and agreeing to this experience is different than experiencing it through the human vessel, through human emotions, through all of it. And with this message coming through today to give yourself reverence, it's also honoring the times when that human aspect of yourself is annoying, I'm going to say today. When you have that conscious awareness, that soul awareness, that intuition to know that the small things that you are experiencing does not matter in the grand scheme of your life. And yet, those emotions in that moment, the feelings in those moments, the human experience in those moments are intense. And still, you are able to hold all of that, experience all of that, and grow through it, flow through it, rise through it. Everything that you go through, everything that you experience, all the actions that you take. Today and going forward, begin to honor yourself, your own divinity, with your devotion to that self reverence, to increasing your self love and your self nurture. Because we mentioned earlier this week, everything is connected. And as you pour into yourself, you are adding to the collective, but it starts with you. The same way that you want to pay other people compliments and pour into them, let them know how fantastic they are, how much they inspire you, how much you appreciate them. Do that for yourself as well. And recognize this. Your higher self is you. The higher self is not some mystical, magical being up in the clouds somewhere. That's you. The current version of yourself is the higher self of your past version. I'm going to say it one more time, and we're going to let that marinate. The current version of you is the higher self of your past version, the past expressions of you. You've gained more wisdom. You've been putting in more work to increase your consciousness, to heal the wounds, to make sure that your heart is light and you are not carrying the weights and the woes of what you've experienced. Your higher self is you. That alone is reason to give reverence. Everyone talks about working to the higher self, growing into your higher self. And yes, there are levels. Yes, and recognize where you are now, the experience that you're existing in now. And if that is a beautiful, harmonious experience that you know you've put in the work for, celebrate that. Okay? Get in the mirror and talk to yourself with love. Talk to yourself with that reverence, that respect, that honor, that awe. That awe at your experience, that awe at the things you've overcome that you never thought you would make it through. And if you are going through something challenging right now, give yourself reverence for the fact that you are facing it now. If you are not ready and prepared for that, it would not be in your reality at this moment. Again, even with that understanding of this multidimensional experience wherein you have the wisdom that you've gained, you have the experience points that you've gained along the way. And even in those moments, again, I say the human experience can be intense. Recognize and honor and give attention to what your track record has been thus far. the different ways in which you have been rising, the different ways in which you have been nurturing yourself. Even if this is your first time on one of the channel wisdom circles, something brought you here. Everything is connected, and we all have soul contracts, have different things that we agreed to. So this is coming into your life now for a reason. The message is for you. Pour into yourself. Even if you're going through those hard times, that's not going to last forever. That's simply the moment that you are in right now. Even if you're going through a beautiful, amazing time that you've been looking forward to, that's not going to last forever. There will be more beautiful moments. There will be more obstacles and challenges for you to overcome. Along the way, pour into yourself. I mentioned earlier the aspect of giving respect and reverence to ancestors, and the fact that a lot of people fail to do that with themselves. This vessel that you are in right now, this body that you are inhabiting, is made up of the cells of your ancestors. Again, everything is within you. Your ancestors are a living part of you. This version of you, this vessel, would not exist without those ancestors in your lineage. So, as I said before, your life is the ritual. How you live, how you nurture, take care of your vessel is also ancestral veneration. That's living ancestral veneration. So if you're someone who loves your ancestors, you have your altar set up and all of these things, give that same love to your body, to your vessel. It is the number one priority in this incarnation. Without it, you could not exist here. You could not experience the things here. No matter how your body presents in this physical reality, whether there has been past injuries, whether there are whatever varying levels of physical ability, it is still carrying you through this life. It's still an opportunity to honor, respect, and just love that expression of you. We chose all of this before we came here. In knowing that, give yourself compassion, love, and respect for whatever it is that you are experiencing through your physical vessel. Even however it expressed, there's a million examples I can give. However that is expressing for you, you know what's coming up in your energy right now as I'm speaking. You know what's coming up in your mind as I'm speaking. Those areas that's calling out for your attention right now wants your reverence. And the more that you are able to pour into yourself in that way, the more you're able to recognize, highlight, and honor your inner divinity, the more you'll see it reflected in your reality. Because everything is one. We are all connected. It's different expressions. So pouring into yourself helps to shift that perspective of what your life experience is. And with the mention of this, it's also a message to proactively give yourself those offerings. Don't wait for a big life accomplishment before you start pouring love into yourself, before you start appreciating yourself. You can do that any day. No matter what happened, even if you had a list of goals that you wanted to do and get done, you only completed 2 of them, 3 of them, 1 of them, 1.5. half of a half. Pour into yourself. And that reverence is yes for your divinity, yes for the human experience, all of that. If you did have this list of things to do that you wanted to do and they didn't get done, what was happening in your human experience at that time? What was calling for your attention? Recognizing the intricacies of this experience, and nothing is wasted. All of the experiences, the energy, the frequencies, they are different threads within the tapestry of your life, of this reality. It's all connected. Earlier this week, we spoke about the mosaic, how there are different individual pieces of this image. And it is not until we step back and view it with more of a bird's eye view that you are able to see what's really happening. Being the eye in the forest, observing it, observing yourself in those moments, and giving the love that you need. I say again, your vessel is the altar, your life is the ritual. So, what are you doing within your life that you're consciously and unconsciously allowing to be the ritual? All these things will produce results. It's a matter of the focus that you're putting into it, the intention behind it, the intensity of that intention and that energy, and also the emotions that you have wrapped in the things that you're doing. If you are doing any spiritual practice, but it's from a standpoint of self-deprecation, that's the energy that you are seeding to be produced. If you're doing it from an energy of that compassion, love, and respect, that's what you are seeding. That's what will grow. So, this giving reverence to self is honoring the fullness of your experience. Honoring, yes, you've been putting in the work. Yes, you've been doing these things. You may feel like you're hitting these blocks and these walls. Can you also give yourself compassion for that? Can you give yourself compassion for what you've done or what you have not done in the past? And recognize that heaven is within. And you choose in every moment if you experience that heaven. Again, this is a very multidimensional experience. There will be some times where the shadows are balancing the light. There will be some times where it's not a desirable experience. But even in that, can you take a moment, allow yourself to have that feeling without getting sucked into, without allowing it to be tar that gets you stuck, without allowing it to be quicksand, but simply allowing it to be a part of your experience for that time, knowing and understanding that it will not last always. Do whatever is needed energetically to clear that energy so it does not stay within your energy system, so it does not become the tar and the quicksand. And then realign with that inner heaven, that frequency, that beingness, that beingness of bliss is what's coming through right now. You deserve the same respect, honor, compassion, and love that you would give anyone else, that you would give to your ancestors, that you would give to different deities and gods. You deserve that as well. Give that to yourself. Give that self reverence. Recognize how amazing you are. Recognize the phenomenal experience that this is. And every day in different moments, returning back to that reverence, in awe of yourself that you chose this experience, that you've been moving through this experience. And if you're here right now, that you are setting the intention to be more present in your experience, to wield more of your power in this experience, to see and express your divinity. You're already ascended. It's just a matter of remembrance. And not getting caught up in the illusion that is not present. This wisdom of the day is telling you to give yourself reverence so you can see it more, so you can remember it more. That self-reverence that's the action, the water, the sun, the soil that will allow your soul to flourish. Give yourself the self-reverence, no matter what's going on. Today, do something that honors you. Do something that simply allows you to appreciate this expression and version of yourself. Your higher self is you. So stop giving all of that power, all of that energy, all of that momentum to everything outside of yourself. Pour it into yourself. Allow that to compound and multiply and flourish and thrive. Allow it to thrive within you and through you. And from that reverence, from that practice, because all of the wisdom that we get, it's for naught if you do not apply. Apply the wisdom given. And as you continue to be active and present within that practice, change is inevitable. Your growth is inevitable. And I see in the chat right now from Tiki CC, self-reverence builds on the self-trust that is so necessary to ascend. Yes, precisely. I'm going to read that one more time because that's beautiful. Self-reverence builds on the self-trust that is so necessary to ascend. Yeah. That's nurturing that self-trust. And the self-trust, again, if you aren't aware and present, you'll miss your power that's there. You'll miss the opportunities to see how you have been self-trusting, even if it didn't feel like it, or how you have been working towards building that self-trust. But you have to see, you can't trust yourself if you don't see yourself. If you aren't allowing yourself to be present with you. If the focus is always on this person, that celebrity drama, whatever the heck that is over there, If your focus is on all these other things, the divine remembrance you're missing, the self trust, those opportunities to see it and nurture it, you're ignoring. This is coming through right now from one of the divinity sessions. I believe it's be present on the miles walked. It's about presence. That, I don't think I'm quoting it correctly at this moment, but again, the channeling is coming through loud. But being present on your journey, that's the key to everything. Presence that's the start. And there's a lot of things within this reality that is there to pull your attention, there to get you out of your center and out of your body, out of your vessel. Yay, thank you, lovely Alita, for assisting in the chat. The exact uh, passage from the Book of Rasheeda. Don't sleep upon the miles walked. Awareness comes and remains while you walk your path to higher grounds. Be present of mind at all times. And that is from Divinity Session number 5. And in that, I'm going to pull out this little chunk really quick. Awareness comes and remains while you walk your path to higher grounds. I mentioned before, your higher self is you, that you are already ascended. It's a matter of remembering that. You can't remember something if you aren't present of mind, right? So be present on your journey. That was actually the perfect divinity session to come through. Thank you for that. Because we've been talking about the human experience, the intricacies of that, honoring that entire journey and experience. And to do that, you must be present. You can't allow the past experiences, the pain, the hurt, the things going on in the larger society to take you out of your present moment. There is peace within the present. But if you're sleeping on the miles walking, you're just going through, trying to get through life, but not being present in your life, not being present and active, taking the active steps, making the active decisions to remain present, not to shy away from what you're feeling and what you're experiencing, but to be present in that. When you're present in it, you have the opportunity to decide what you do with your energy, to decide how you judge or allow grace, compassion, and love to yourself in that moment. An earlier, previous channel wisdom circle that I've done was about bringing in that presence, that minimum of 5 minutes of meditation to bring you back to the present. We're in this illusionary reality, and through this human vessel and body, it all feels very real. That is true. And again, the multidimensional experience. That presence, being present in your vessel, which is the altar, being present in your life, which is the ritual, gives you the opportunity to change anything, to change your perspective, to change your opinions, to change the expressions of your heart, how you are honoring and embodying your truth in each moment, how you are connecting with others, how you are expanding in your fullness, how you are standing in your power. And that particular divinity session number 5 was titled Wake Up from the Matrix. Wake up to your divinity and give reverence to that. That is the message and the wisdom of today. Give yourself self-reverence. Allow your vessel to be the altar and treat it as such. And live your life as the ritual in your actions, in your thoughts, in how you view yourself. So do something today that honors you. And with that, I'm going to send you off with a Zor Kumti, okay? And as I always say, be well and thrive, y'all, perpetually.
I'm flying high, you can't reach my elevation. Soaring above in a whole new dimension. I'm vibing strong, catching all the waves. Positive energy, that's all I crave. Good vibes only keep the negativity away. I'm on cloud 9,